markets. Farmer markets, I just feel like it screams more of a fall thing than summer. And a lot of people, I feel like with farmer markets around the fall, is more fall thing. So they know with the fall coming up, they know they can make more money doing fall pastries or making fall themed clothing, tote bags, this and that. And I would want to. I love going to farmers markets. It's very peaceful. Plus, you are going in with other people in your community. Hi besties, welcome to You Against You podcast, and I'm your host, Nicole. So in today's episode, which is season 3, episode number 23, I will be sharing a fall bucket list. So I did this for the summer, but I kind of did it too late for the summer. So I'm doing it early for the fall because fall is on September 22nd. That is the first day of fall. Where I live, some days it feels like fall and some days it feels like summer. So like I live in Tennessee. In Tennessee, weather is bipolar. Or if you just live in the surrounding states, the bordering states of Tennessee, so the South, you know that southern weather is so bipolar. So yeah, but in today's episode, like I said, I'll be sharing a fall bucket list, and I'm doing this early than late because everyone starts Christmas after Halloween, so like November, and I want to get this out of the way for September, and we can just enjoy fall before Christmas comes around, because November is when I'm going to actually do my winter bucket list. So stay tuned for that episode. But we're going to get into the weekly update. So if you want to know what time it is 9:34 a.m. while I am recording this episode, besties, because I got some good news. If you follow me on my personal Instagram, which I will mention before we start today's episode, you already know what those news are, and I have a lot of content to edit. I have to edit a YouTube video. I was going to do another YouTube video Saturday, but I think I'm going to wait until Monday because it just makes sense to do a nighttime routine for that aspect, because I thought of a good title when I was taking a shower. But the reason why I'm recording my episode today on Thursday, September 12th at 9:30-ish, because it's 9:35 a.m. right now. The reason why I am recording this is because I gotta babysit at 11 and I have to babysit until 8 p.m. So it's like, it's better to get my coffee, do a podcast episode, wear some sweaters, and wear my glasses and be cozy, because I don't feel like putting on my contacts and taking off my contacts. So that's why we're doing this episode now. And I'm trying to like not rush through this episode. But yeah. But let me take a sip of my coffee. Good. I made a vanilla iced latte. The ice kind of melted because the coffee was still hot, but it's still good. So I need my coffee now, especially that I'm babysitting a 2-year-old. And Friday is my last day of babysitting, which I'm so happy, because I like kids, but I don't like kids. I would want kids, but I don't like watching other people's kids for a long period of time. And this girl is bad. So, yeah. But let me go back to my notes. Let's go back to my notes. But like I said, today's episode is a fall theme bucket list. A fall bucket list because fall is around the corner. Fall is literally, I think, next Sunday. And yeah, but let's just get into the weekly updates. So, the mental health checkup. Okay, besties. So like I said, something big happened to me on the 3rd, which was a Tuesday. So if you follow me on my personal Instagram, you already know what these news are. But I got a job. I got a job at this plasma place. I'm not saying the name of the place because I just don't want people to like stalk me and where I work and, you know, all that. But I got a job, which is so crazy. And they do say it usually takes at least 3 to 6 months for a new grad student, so a new like graduate after college, after graduating undergrad, to find a job. But God found a way. God brought this job to me. And also, I know someone who is actually the manager and who told my mom to tell me to apply to this position. And to be honest, I don't know if I got the position because I know the manager, or was it because I aced my interview, even though I was nervous, but I also had questions to ask at my interview because they was shocked that I asked questions. So I think because I aced my interview. And I actually know the manager, one of the managers. I actually babysit her child that I'm babysitting today, and she's actually a family friend, and I knew her since I was younger. Like, we went to the same church. I know her kids. I know her grandkids. Well, she has a granddaughter because her son had a baby like last year. So like, it's like I know that, and I know her sister. So it's like, thank God that God brought this job opportunity to me, and I can't wait to work. So I don't work on Monday. I work on Tuesday. I have to be there around 8:30, and I start training. Hopefully, after I'm done with training, all my training, I can get a schedule where I can still record content before going to work, because there is a good liking that, like, 50-50 chance that I can start working from 12 p.m. to closing, and that gives me enough time to do content. So, yeah, or just start editing content. And my computer is also about to die soon, so we're gonna try to, like, get this whole episode done. But yeah, I got a job at a plasma place, and I have to wear scrubs, so I gotta get scrubs. And yeah, so I cannot wait. While I make work content, I would try to for my TikTok. I know I want to do pack my work bag with me. That's something that I want to do. And I want to do some other things as well, so stay tuned for that. Now, another mental health checkup is, I think I'm good. I have been tired lately. I've been sick actually the beginning of this week, and I think that's why I have not been like very, what's the word? Very motivated to create content this week. Because I wanted to do a nighttime routine yesterday, but like I said, I didn't come home until 11, and I was hanging out with a friend, and I was too tired. So, and I needed to get out to just release a lot of, like, things that I had holding on and, like, into me. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but I have a case going on against my ex. So, that has been happening, even though I've been getting good news on what is actually going to happen, most likely. But I also been sick. I just haven't been myself. I've been going to sleep very early, and I just been feeling groggy and unmotivated. But I try to create content. I think once the child is asleep, I might create fashion content, fall fashion content, for starting tomorrow till the first day of fall. So that is my goal. Hopefully she can take a nap for 2 hours, so I can do that and then clean the bathroom right after. So I've been doing like a lot of batch content, but I gotta edit it and this and that. So I've been creating content because I know I will start working soon, but I don't want to stop doing creating. I don't want to stop creating content because that is a passion, and I know my goal is to make an income out of that, no matter what platform I start getting income. But that's my goal. I know I want to do a nighttime routine for TikTok and Instagram, and a morning routine. I probably won't do that until I start working, because I like watching like 9 to 5 morning routines, 9 to 5 work routines. So I think I want to do that when I start training, because it gives a realistic type feel. And then after I'm done training, I can do another one, because like I said, if I work in the afternoon, that can be a longer one. And yeah, so that's my weekly updates for today's episode. I got a job, yay me. And to be honest, it wouldn't be for God. To be honest, I put everything in God's hands, and I prayed. I even practiced interview questions to make sure that I wouldn't mess up, like, at all. So yeah. Now, the quote of the day is, "The present is where life unfolds." be there. This is so true for someone who has learned that, the past is the past. The past happened. And the future, yes, we can be scared of the future, but living in the present moment is where you should be. Do not focus on the past and do not focus on the future. I have learned this, especially trying to rekindle a lot of relationships of friends, I would say, or people I talked to in the past, and know that people do change and you change too. And something weird happened. So I used to like this guy, and he stopped talking to me because I have the whole case with my ex and he's friends with him. And I realized that I don't have feelings for him at all no more. Like, those feelings for him are long gone. Maybe, yeah, they were there. It took me a while to realize that, because I was holding on into how good he made me feel, how happy he made me feel, and how good he treated me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And I'm not going to regret it. I don't regret things. Some things I do regret, but you have to know, yes, you might regret some things in your past, and if you dwell on your past, it's going to mess your head up. So just focus on the present and don't focus on the future, but plan for the future. I feel like you can plan for the future, but don't focus on the future too much. So again, the quote of the day is, the present is where life unfolds. Be there. The affirmation of today's episode is, I have the power to shape my reality to whatever I wish it to be. Again, I have the power to shape my reality into whatever I wish it to be. And the journal prompt is, what is your perfect fall drink? Mine is a pumpkin spice latte. Okay, but I know they have a new fall drink coming on October 1st. It's like a pecan drink at Starbucks, so I want to try that because I love pecan. I'm from the South, so pecan is like very popular in the South, and I love pecan. I was at Walmart yesterday. Why did I not get mini pecan pies? If you know what I'm talking about, like Walmart sells like mini pies, and they have like these pies under like $1. They're so good when you warm them up and have ice cream with them. Perfect fall dessert is pecan pie, hands down. Because I don't like pumpkin pie, and I definitely don't like sweet potato pie. But yeah. Now let's just get into today's episode. So like I said, I have 3 categories that I will be talking about in this episode. So the first The first category that I will be talking about is wellness and self-care. So I did put this together because I feel like they go good hand in hand, especially with fall. So I feel like with the weather changing, get your sweaters out, make your pumpkin spice latte or another fall themed drink, and get a fall snack. Or if you're walking or going on a jog, wear a nice sweater and listen to this while you're watching the leaves fall. But let's just get into today's episode, besties. So the first one is taking a nature walk. This is something that I want to do, especially try to do it on the weekends when I don't work, because I know I won't work on Sundays, but if I don't work on Saturdays, those Saturdays I don't work, I want to do it. Or before I go to work, I would want to take a nature walk. I am someone who loves walking. I love taking my hot girl walks. Hot girl walks are perfect for the fall, especially the beautiful scenery that you see. You see the leaves fall, and I actually talk about this in last episode. Not the last episode, because that was a guest episode, but episode number 21, I think. So I talk about, watching the leaves fall. So taking a nature walk and watching the leaves fall is like the best way to enjoy fall, to put this on your fall bucket list. And I know cardinals are very popular. I see them a lot in the fall than any other season, and they're like the most beautiful birds ever. Their red feathers, oh my gosh, it just screams fall. So go to a park if you don't want to go to walking your neighborhood, but go to a park that has a lot of trees, and just enjoy it. Put on a podcast. Listen to lo-fi music. Listen to any type of music. You can listen to Lana Del Rey, because I feel like that can be you romanticizing fall. And go on a nature walk. Feel the breeze. You don't have to wear like a matching set. You can wear like some leggings and a cute workout hoodie that just screams fall, or just a fall color like a beige color or a dark orange color or a red like hoodie, and just go on this nature walk and just look what God created and enjoy it, because it will really help you release a lot of stress, a lot of tension in your body. Plus, being around nature can really change your mood as well. The next thing is journaling outside. I feel like I want to do this once I get a new journal. I do have a notebook that I journal in, so I might actually start doing this, but I have to do it at a certain time because one, kids go in and out of school, so there's bus stops that I need to wait until like the kids go home, this and that, or I can just do on the weekends when I don't have work and do that. But I like reading outside. I never really journaled outside, but I've heard there's a lot of benefits with journaling outside because it can really actually help you ask yourself and make you look around like nature to know what you're grateful for. The next thing is having a home spa day. So you do not have to buy the nicest equipment to have this. You can just get a lot of things from like Target or Sephora or Ulta and have like a cute little spa day. I have like this clay mask that I got from Amazon that I use, and I love that it's not just a clay mask. It's a turmeric and ginger clay mask, and it helps purify my skin. It helps my skin clears up, and I really like that. Another thing that I like to do when I'm having like a home like spa day is, once I have my mask on, I probably will put on my favorite show just to play in the background, even though I can't see it because I wear my glasses most of the day, so I'm blind like without them, or if I have like my contacts. But when I'm doing a face mask, I usually don't wear my contacts just because I'm scared that water is gonna be in my eye, and that's like a big no-no when you have contacts. So I have like a show playing, I can still hear it, and I read on my Kindle because I can actually see my Kindle up close to my face, and it's just a perfect vibe, you know? The next thing is morning yoga in nature, or a morning home Pilates workout in nature, so outside. So you don't have to have the nicest aesthetic front yard or aesthetic backyard to do this. Just find somewhere that doesn't have like a lot of bugs, or if you have snakes in your backyard like I do, just find like areas that's not snake infested and do it. It is actually good to do workouts like those outside because it can also boost your dopamines, and it really does help to always be outside. I feel like in the fall, yes, a lot of people take that in the summer type thing to start going outside, but it's too hot. Like, it's really too hot. So I think in the fall, before it gets like burr, cold, winter, all that, start taking going outside seriously. Like, go on your walks, do workouts outside, do yoga outside, do Pilates outside, whatever it is, go on a bike ride. Take that very seriously this fall, because it's better to do in the fall than it was in the summer, just because it actually is not too hot nor too cold, plus you can watch the leaves fall. So do not take going outside for granted. Take that for granted. Like, don't take it for granted, but take it. Like, do it. Enjoy it while it lasts before it actually gets cold. So the next thing is decluttering or reorganizing. I just recently do this, and to be honest, I don't have a certain day that I will like organize my room or my closet or like declutter. I do this when I'm bored. And I'm not kidding. I really do this when I'm bored. And I think it's also because I'm like a little bit of OCD. Like, I have a little bit of OCD. I don't know, because I can literally ask myself, I can be on my bed and I'd be like, wait, that doesn't look right. Okay, let's clear out this whole section of my desk. Like, literally a couple weeks ago, I think last week, after I babysitted, because I babysitted actually early in the morning to the afternoon. So after I babysitted, I literally cleaned out my drawers, each and every drawer. And I said, if no socks have no match to it, throw it away. Throw pajama pants away. Throw jeans that don't like that have big holes and it doesn't look right. Throw those away. See what clothes I don't want and give it to Goodwill. Actually, my manager and the girl I babysit, so her mom, her sister, I give her my clothes that I don't want to her. So I give my clothes to my manager, who's also a family friend, to her stepdaughter, because we're like the same size. So like I'd be like, okay, let me like give it to Miss So and So, because I'm not saying her name on my podcast episode, but I'd be like, okay, I know her daughter might fit this or will fit this, and she will also like it, you know? So I will like do that, and I will do that. I don't have a certain day of the week. I do not do this on Sunday. I will literally wake up in the middle of the night sometimes just to reorganize my room. I kid you not. And that's crazy to say out loud, but that's just me. A next thing is practicing gratitude. So you can literally do this every other day. You can do this every day. It is recommended to do this every day, but you can just journal and just ask yourself, what are you thankful for? The 3 things that I'm thankful for is the house that I live in, that I can do content for you guys, and that I got a job. The reason why I said the house I live in, because it was one point that I almost got kicked out. The second reason, or the second thing I am grateful for is doing content for you guys. Even though I'm not getting paid to do content, I'm grateful to do content and to actually express myself to y'all. Like, yeah, there's some things that I won't say because that is private, but there's also some things that I think I shouldn't have said, but I said because I feel like y'all should know. Especially, like I said, I have a whole case with my ex. Yeah, I'm going to explain that because one, it can help women, and having a platform that you can use for good and spread positivity is something that no one can take away from you. Even though there's evil people on the internet, no one can take that away from you. And I'm so grateful that I can use my platform to spread positivity to you guys. And the third reason, or the third thing that I'm grateful for, is the reason like I got a job, is because, like I said, they said it takes about 3 to 6 months for someone to find a job after graduating undergrad. And I'm so happy that I got a job because it was stressful. I literally applied to 10 plus jobs. My older cousin helped me with my resume. It was just too much, and I almost actually gave up to the point that I was going to babysit a 2-year-old for the rest of my life, and it was just 2 days a week. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4. So, and that kind of gave me like worry because there's a lot of things I want to pay off. I want to pay off my credit cards, both of them, so I can raise up my credit score and actually also increase my credit limit. That is my goal. I want to start saving up for a house or an apartment or a townhouse. I actually want a townhouse, so yeah. And I need health insurance. So it was just so stressful that I wasn't hearing back from any of these jobs that I applied to. But when I heard that I had an interview, and then when I heard the same day of my interview, a few hours after I came home from my interview, I got the job. I was like, oh my gosh. I literally, after the manager called me, she was like, you got the job, this and that. Just wait for the email to know when to start and this and that. And I feel like I got like the same week that I got the job, I literally got emails of making an account, this and that, all of that. So I did that so I don't do it last minute. And I screamed my heart out once I hung up on the phone that I got the job, because it was like I knew I messed up. Like, I literally was so nervous first part of the interview. I stumbled on my words, this and that. So I'm so grateful that I got the job. So yeah, and it's actually, the pay is $17 an hour, which is not bad. And there's like, I like this job, even though I haven't like worked, but like asking the questions in the interview, it's easy to get promotions. So it's like, you can learn, you can get promoted easily, and that is something that I want. I want a good working environment. I want to be part of that, and I want a working environment that I can also learn from. So yeah. Now, the next thing under wellness and self-care is hot herbal tea meditation. I feel like a lot of people should do this. I actually want to start doing this. Is basically you having tea and you're just having peace. You're in a room and having peace. I know I would want to drink more fall themed teas in the winter. I like drinking ginger tea. I actually love drinking ginger tea now, which is crazy, but I do. Ginger tea is so good, but that is something I want to try. If you have any methods on how you do that, please let me know. And yeah, and I forgot to mention my social medias in the beginning of this episode. So around the end of this episode, I'm going to mention them because, like I said, I'm kind of on a time crunch and it's 9:57 at this moment. So after I do the last two categories, which is not long and they like straightforward, then I will mention my social medias. Now, the last thing under wellness and self-care is meditating outside. So this is something that I want to do, is meditating outside. I just don't know where. I might do actually in my front yard because we have like two chairs that's like by the door, and I might actually do that. And I don't mind doing that because hold on. Okay. Because it's quiet and I can see the birds. I can actually hear the birds chirp, and sometimes I feel like when I'm walking as well, you don't have to like sit outside and close your eyes and just meditate and just sit there and meditate for like 10 minutes. Like, you don't have to do that. There's other ways you can meditate outside. You can go on a hot girl walk or just a nice walk outside. Do not walk with your eyes closed, okay? While you're doing this outside. That's a big no-no. But just walk outside. Don't have nothing in your ears. Don't have a podcast playing, music, none of that. Not even like nice relaxing like calm music. None of that. Do not have nothing in your ear. Don't have your headphones with you or your AirPods, whatever you wear to go on your hot girl walks. Don't have that with you. Just listen to nature. And that's the way of meditating outside. Going on a walk. And you don't have to walk fast. You can walk slow. Walk with an average speed, okay? But not too slow. And meditate outside. Just meditate. And you will enjoy it. You enjoy the peace and quietness. And yeah. Do that. Do that. That is something I might do today while babysitting this child because I think she will like it. And yeah. But hold on. Now, the next activity. Okay, the next category, besties, is fall activities. So I'm just gonna go down the list with these category because it is literally easy. 1, 2, 3, all of that. So the first one is apple picking. This is something I would want to do. I just don't know where to do it here, but I would want to do it. The second one is going to a pumpkin patch. I think I kind of explained this in the fall, how to romanticize fall being like a single girly, but like I said, going to the pumpkin patch I feel like I want to do, and it would just bring me so much childhood memories because I remember when I was in elementary I went to the pumpkin patch around late September, early October. It was just so fun, and that is something that I want to do. The next thing is attending a fall festival. I don't know if they have one here in Clarksville, but I think they have a lot that's going on probably later this month in October in Nashville, and that is something that is so cool. If I do get my license some point this year, I know next year I will be doing these things. So yeah, because I don't have a car. I don't have my license. I only have my permit. I don't have my license. So it's like I can't do these things. But if I did, like if I had my license right now, heck yeah, I would be doing these things. The next thing is making a fall wreath. So I might actually do this, but I don't want the average like ordinary fall like colors. Like yeah, I have an orange pumpkin that's at my desk, but it's like not fitting my aesthetic. But I would want a fall wreath that is pink, like different shades of pink and white, and have a little shades of orange as well. So I might do that and make a TikTok. I just want to see like mini videos on how to do that, and then make it and record it for you guys. So yeah. Okay, bestie, so my camera stopped, so we're almost done with this fall activities list under this category. But the next one is visiting a farmer's market. Like I said, I kind of mentioned this also in episode number 21, but fall theme farmer markets, I just feel like it screams more of a fall thing than summer. And a lot of people, I feel like with farmer markets around the fall, is more fall thing. So they know with the fall coming up, they know they can make more money doing fall pastries or making fall themed clothing, tote bags, this and that. And I would want to. I love going to farmers markets. It's very peaceful. Plus, you are going in with other people in your community, and it seems like a vibe. It seems not seen, but it seems like I feel like with a farmer's market, like the whole area, the whole vibe of it seems like a scene in a TV show or a movie. Like in my opinion, like I just always felt that vibe, and every time I go to a farmer's market, I'm like very, very happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, they got tomatoes, they got this, they got homemade soap, they got this and that, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like that's like that's a good vibe. I know the farmers market that is happening where I live, they end until like I think the last week of October or the week before the last week of October, just because that's when the weather starts getting colder. And one day I want to do, once I rebrand my whole business and stuff, I want to be a vendor at a farmer's market. Hopefully, either next year that happens. I don't know yet. But hopefully next year that happens, that I become a vendor at a farmer's market once they like redo it again. Because that is like a goal of mine. And yeah. The next thing is doing a corn maze. I think I did this when I was younger, when I went to the pumpkin patch when I was like in elementary, and they took us in a group with like other parents and other teachers at the school and do it. But I remember it being fun. So if you have a group of friends, just go to a corn maze, and like you can, like if it's like four of y'all can have two going one way and two going the other way, and you see who like comes out first. The next thing is going hiking. Like I said, fall is the perfect weather to do stuff like this because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. And to be honest, you won't feel hot wearing hiking boots because of the thickness of the material that it's in. But yeah. The next one is either go to a bonfire or host a bonfire. I remember in high school when I had to do like trunk or treat for a club that I was part of, they also had a bonfire going on, and I remember just looking at it and it seems fun. But I never really like gone to one. Would I want to? Maybe one day, but I don't know what's like the significance of going to a bonfire. Is it just like kumbaya type stuff and like friends and playing football, this and that? Or is it just like, you creating friendships with other people, this and that? Like, just let me know, like, down in the comments, like, what's the significant reasons of going to a bonfire or even hosting a bonfire. I probably have to look that up, but if you've been to a bonfire, please let me know. So yeah. And then the next one is just having doing a fall theme photo shoot. This is something I would love to do this year. Oh my gosh. I would love to do it, but like get a photographer and do it, and I might do that because I will start working and I'll have the money to actually hire a photographer. I would want to do it like at a park and just take pictures and leaves are falling and I got a pumpkin. Oh my gosh. I might do that. That is like something that I want to do. I gotta like find inspo on Pinterest and see, but having a fall theme photo shoot is just something I feel like every woman should do. Is, you're dressing up in sweaters and scarves and boots and nice long knitted dresses and stuff, and you probably have pumpkins, and it's just a vibe and it's just something to do. I feel like you can be single and do this, you can do this with a group of friends, you can do this with your significant other, whatever. But doing and hosting but doing or having like a group fall photo shoot is something I feel like a lot of people should do, and I might do this now that I think about it, because I love taking pictures, especially during the fall, because it's not too hot. That's why most of my Instagram feed is mostly fall or spring not spring, but mostly fall or winter pictures, is because I'm not freaking sweating too much in those photos. So yeah. Now, the last category is mindfulness and relaxation. So, mindfulness and relaxation. So, the first thing I feel like a lot of people should do and add to their fall bucket list is watch a sunset. You do not have to go to a park. You can go in your front yard and watch it. You can go in your backyard and watch it. You can literally watch the sunset somewhere in your neighborhood. You do not have to drive somewhere to watch the sunset, because because you can watch it like from your room. Like, I can watch the sunset right now if I wanted to, but it's 10 a.m. so the sunset is not happening until like 8. So why would I? But watching the sunset during the fall is something I feel like a lot of people can do. And I mentioned a lot of like outside activities, like reading outside, journaling outside, going on a hike, watching like literally most of these fall activities, going to a bonfire or hosting a bonfire. That is outside, and that is you doing that plus watching the sunset. And watching the sunset is just the most beautiful thing. And I feel like also the sunset looks prettier when the weather is cooler. I don't know if it's just a me thing and I think that, but I really love watching the sunset, and I feel like a lot of people should do that. The next one is going on a gratitude hike. So you can just find a meditation, you can find an affirmation of gratitude. I think I have an affirmation of gratitude meditation. So if I do, I need to I'll put that in the show notes. I think I do. Most likely I do. I haven't posted like a guided meditation in a while, which is sad to say. And I have like 3 already pre-recorded that just needs to be edited. So I'm actually planning to start doing my guided meditations again. Everything has been all over the place since college and then after college. And it's just like, it's too much, but that's just me. I don't know. But I feel like I'm motivated some days and I'm motivated other days, but sometimes I'm not motivated on those same days. Like, I can be motivated here, but also motivated and unmotivated at the same time, or just completely unmotivated. That sounds much better, but that's just me. And with my guided meditations, I'm just like, what topics should I do? I might actually do fall theme guided meditations for the rest of the month of September after I post these 3. In October and maybe half of November, and then around Thanksgiving, winter theme, and Christmas theme, meditations after Thanksgiving, actually, because I feel like Thanksgiving, that's the Thursday too, and I post on Tuesdays and Thursday for guided meditations. That would be like a grateful type gratitude meditation, but Thanksgiving theme, I guess that's what I would do. So that's just me. I just have it and I need to, so I will. That is a mental note to myself to start doing and start planning these guided meditations. But you can go on a gratitude hike and you can just listen to any type of podcast episode or meditation audio that's that is about gratitude, and just go on a hike. Or if you don't want to hike on a trail, just go on a walk. And yeah, or you can record yourself on your phone in your voice memos app and say like, I'm grateful for A, I'm grateful for B, I'm grateful for C, or I'm grateful for A because 1, 2, 3. I'm grateful for B because 4, 5, 6, you know? So you can like record yourself telling yourself why you're grateful for these things, or you can listen to a already recorded gratitude meditation or audio and listen to those as well on your walks. Now well, I got 2 more after this one. So the next one is listen to a fall theme podcast episode. Hello. Hi. This is a fall theme podcast episode. I had another fall theme podcast episode, which is episode 21. And then for last season, I have some fall theme podcast episodes too. So I will try to put each and every fall theme podcast episode that I have already recorded in the show notes for you guys, besties, so you can listen to that. And you can listen to these episodes while cleaning. You do not have to go on a hot girl walk and do this. You can do this while you're doing homework. You can do this by reading. I love listening to podcasts and reading at the same time. It's weird to do it, yes, but sometimes I like it, okay? Yes, I like listening to something in my ear, someone talking while reading, because one, I feel like I'm having a conversation with the podcast host while reading, but that's just a me thing. But there's like, listen to a fall theme podcast episode. It gets you in the mood to romanticize fall and to love fall 10 times better. So, yeah. Now, look at my sweater. It's so cute. Okay. Now, the second to last thing is plant some fall color flowers. So the burnt oranges, the dark reds, roses, but in those colors. I know they sell orange roses. I know they do. And orange is a fall color. And I'm not talking about the bright orange. I'm talking about the dull, burnt orange. But just get you some flowers or plant you some flowers, but they're in the color. Like, you can still have flowers in your room, but if they're in the fall colors, the browns, okay, unless you can find custom made flowers that are that brown, that's beautiful. But the dark reds or the dark orange, burnt orange, get them. It's a vibe. It set the mood. Pledge, you bought yourself flowers. Do not wait for a man to get you flowers, ladies. Buy yourself some flowers. But, yeah. And then the last one is read by the fire. Now, read by the fire is something that I feel like a lot of people can't do because, one, they never lit their fireplace ever, or two, where they live don't have a fireplace like a apartment. So you can literally put on a fireplace live on YouTube. You can have it on your laptop and have it next to you, or just screen that YouTube video of the fireplace and have it on your TV. And you can have the sound on if you like to hear the fire crackling, or it muted. I like either or. And it's still a vibe. You're still reading by the fire, even though it's on your screen. But it does set the mood. And it is peaceful. It's calm. Especially if you have a stressful day. That is something I feel like you should do. I love reading. And sometimes if I want to set the mood, I light up a candle and I put a fireplace on my TV, and yeah, that's me reading by the fire. Now. This is how much coffee I have. If you're like watching this on YouTube, my ice melted, but it's still good. It's not like watered down, so that's good. But besties, let's just close off this episode. So again, like I said, this is season 3, episode number 23. And again, today's quote of the day is, "The present is where life unfolds. Be there." The affirmation of today is, "I have the power to shape my reality into whatever I wish it to be." The journal prompt is, "What is your perfect fall drink?" Mine is a pumpkin spice latte. It just screams that. Or I tried this pumpkin spice ice chai from Dutch Bros, but it was like a golden eagle chai but with pumpkin spice. Oh my gosh, that is good. If you have a Dutch Bros near you, please try it, because I'm so glad that we have like 3 Dutch Bros. And I heard Dutch Bros by watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and Dutch Bros was like a whole West Coast thing, and now it's coming where I am, like the South, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. So yeah. Now, again, because I did not mention these in the beginning of today's episode, I'm going to mention them now. So if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, besties, and let me know your answer to the journal prompt. If you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating and a comment, because you can comment on Spotify. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. That really helps to get my podcast out there. Plus, you can also, if you're listening to this on a random day, just screenshot it and just tag You Against You podcast on your story, and I will share it on the You Against You podcast Instagram. You can follow You Against You podcast on both Instagram and TikTok, which is at You Against You pod by Deja. Again, You Against You pod by Deja. That is both the username actually for both TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to follow me personally, you can follow me both on Instagram and TikTok, which is Deja, DAJAH _ Nicole, NICOLE _ and you can follow my personal YouTube channel, which is Deja Nicole, DAJAH NICOLE. There's a space between that. Or if that doesn't pop up, it's also the username is Deja, DAJAH Nicole with 3 E's. So yeah, if you like book content, productivity, morning routines, night routines, vlogs, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like book content, I do the same thing on all of my Okay, so I just dropped my coffee. A little bit spilled, but not a lot. So yeah, but like I say, if you like book content, you can go follow my TikToks, Instagram, and YouTube, because I do book content, productivity. I'm still going to do more routines on my TikToks and Instagram, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you want to buy lip glosses to make your lips stay soft for hours, then go shop at Deja Nicole Beauty. I will have all that information down in the show notes down below, besties. I'm so sorry if I'm kind of rushing. It's 10:21, so I'm trying to like hurry up and do this. So yeah, and I haven't even finished my coffee, like. But sometimes you gotta get things done when you're on a time crunch. So yeah, but I really do hope that you like today's episode, besties. I need to remake an episode Google form, so I will probably make that, and by this Sunday, when this episode is posted, it will be in the show notes. So if you want to make or have a episode requested, theme, whenever, you can just put it in the Google form that would be in the show notes. And I might have questions, so if you want a Q&A, if you just want some questions that's to be answered on the podcast, I will also have that Google form after I remake it in the show notes as well. So I gotta make a mental note to do that. But I will have all those fall episodes, all of those links in the show notes down below. The meditations that I said is about gratitude, all of that in the show notes. And remember, it's you against you, not you against the world, besties. And also remember to always follow your goals no matter what. I love you guys, and bye.